that the Constitution clearly provides under Article 225 that no election can be called in question except through an election petition. Your Lordship is well aware of that.
It's Article 225.
225. And the result of the quashment of this notification was that their elections were undone. This, Your Lordship, will have to another article which is relevant, and I just refer to it over here and move on, is Article 175, paragraph 2 of the Constitution, which says that no court shall have a jurisdiction save as it vested in it by law or the Constitution. Your Lordship will find in the majority judgment that none of these three articles find any reference.
How Article 225 attracts in this case?
My Lord, because even if although the notification has been struck down, the result of the notification was that a number of persons stood elected to the offices on this reserved seat, and their election was being undone, so the election was being called in question. That election, once the notification is quashed, declaring them as returned candidates, their election is undone. And that is why 225 is relevant. But
Article 225 will come when there is a proper election. This is a reserve seat. You have to submit the nomination for the reserve seat, that your contestants of the reserve seat are there. So the seats may be allocated proportionality के साथ. जो proportional representation system mention है इसके अंदर.
Correct, my lord.
So Article 225 में reserve seat का तो कोई judgment ही नहीं है. There is no judgment of election tribunal for that.
My lord, yes, the nomination papers for reserved seats are filed in the same way
Yes, I
as
understand.
nomination papers for the general seats. They are scrutinized in the same way. Where the nomination papers are rejected or accepted, the challenges to them before the election tribunals are made in the same way. And post-election, if it is found that a candidate has been wrongly elected, a challenge is made before the election tribunal in the same way.
Between the candidates
Between
who allegedly deprive of the seat,
between the
he
candidates.
can or he can challenge.
Yes,
But in
ma'am.
this case, the reserve seat notification has been struck down. So we just want clarity whether Article 225 in that regard is applicable, because what do you mean to say that the notification should have been challenged before the election tribunal? Then there was no case like that.
That is my submission, and I'll deal with it in greater detail. I'm just outlining these at the moment. That is the submission. I'll come to it in greater detail later with your Lordship's leave and permission.
And if this was the case, then at very initial stage when five members bench was hearing this case in the Peshawar High Court, they could have non-suited on this technical ground that you have approached the wrong court. You have to approach to the tribunal for that reason.
My Lord, their petitions were dismissed. This point was specifically not there, but these petitions were dismissed.
If your arguments are accepted, then the Peshawar High Court had no jurisdiction. Then the petition should have been dismissed instead of deciding it on merits.
My Lord, Peshawar High
The
Court,
judgment of the Peshawar High Court would not be in field.
Peshawar High Court dismissed the petition in any
Whether
event.
any this objection was raised by any forum
Your
on the
Ladyship,
jurisdiction of the Peshawar High Court,
your Ladyship, not in so many words, but this.
conceded to the jurisdiction of Peshawar High Court.
And the reason why this was not the case before the Peshawar High Court also is that at that time this notification of 13th of May 2024 was not in the field. The notification came in the field during the pendency of the matters before this honorable court, and therefore when this honorable court, so the question to the jurisdiction of the Peshawar High Court would not arise when it came before this honorable court. And now I move on to the main facts of the case.